Morning and Chatelet everyone. This is going to be a complex video about a complex subject, and because my channel is the comments are off. You can't make comments because of how I got screwed by Google a couple of times and had to remove everything and start over. So if you have any questions about this, you know where to find me on my website, and there we go. And this begins when I was looking for a new phone. I had the iPhone 7 Plus, which had a dual camera, just like the iPhone XS Max that I have now. But when I was shopping, I was looking at the iPhone XR because even though it had one lens, I figured, hey, you know, I can still zoom, I can crop and all that, so no big deal. I started playing with iPhone XR at the Apple Store, and I tried 6 different iPhone XRs, 6 different ones, just to make sure they were all consistent, and they were. And the cameras were terrible. You do at least a little pinch zoom up to 2x or whatever, and the quality of the picture deteriorated badly. This doesn't happen with good digital cameras. Even with single lens digital cameras, you know, you can crop halfway and everything's fine. But anyway, the picture quality deteriorated rapidly on those, all of them. And it was really good with a pinch zoom, even up to 2x on my iPhone 7 Plus. And the store people insisted that that was because iPhone 7 Plus had the 2x camera. And I thought, oh, wait a minute, if I pinch zoom up to 1.9x, that's not the 2x camera coming in, right? And yet the picture quality was amazingly good, almost as though it was using the 2x camera. And where did we go from there? It turns out the 2x camera isn't really 2x optically anyway. It's only 1.5, and it uses a much smaller sensor to get the effect of a 2x zoom. So in other words, typical pocket zoom cameras, 1/2.3 inch sensor. The iPhone standard camera is 1/3 inch, 1/3, 1/3. And then the 2x camera is a 1/3.6 inch sensor, which is very small, about 12 square millimeters. That's, I mean, even a 1 inch sensor is 120 square millimeters. Full frame is 864, so 12 millimeters is very, very tiny. We're trying to put 12 megapixels on it, 1,000,000 pixels per square millimeter. Ridiculous. But anyway, back to here. I had a Louis Vuitton phone case. Cost a lot of money, and I thought, I wonder if my new iPhone XS Max, which has the same cameras as the at least the 2x camera is identical as my 7 Plus. I thought, man, I wonder if it would fit this case, and it turns out it fitted perfectly. The XS Max fits this new camera the same as it fits the 7 Plus. All the buttons work, everything. So the difference turns out to be right here, that you can see that the 2x lens is buried here. It's blocked by this case because the iPhone 7 Plus cameras went or were arranged horizontally, and this one's arranged vertically. So the 2x lens is completely blocked. Now, of course, if we go into camera and we're looking at a scene here, and we push the 2x button here, the 1x to 2x button, the screen goes black, of course, because the camera is covered. So it turned out that after some experimenting indoors, I discovered that the 2x button worked in lower light indoors, and I have some sample pictures of that. Here's in the coffee shop. Here's a picture I took at 1x. Let's get some glare here, but if we expand this thing here and you look at these cans here, you can see that the text on those cans is barely readable. It's, I forget what it says here, but or use something. But anyway, if I look at my 2x picture, taken at the same time in this case right here, in this Louis Vuitton case, with the 2x lens blocked, obviously we're getting a 2x quality picture, a really big improvement in quality. And this was taken by pushing the 2x button. So it doesn't seem to work in strong light or outdoors, but it's working in lower light. So somehow they've got a bunch of engineering in this phone for the 1x camera that's not in the XR. And they tell you that the lens is exactly the same, but oh, it's not. There's something going on underneath that makes a huge difference. And so in essence, even with the 2x lens blocked in a lot of indoor shots and everything else, you can get the most marvelous quality enlargements. In fact, if we are outdoors, let's see what happens here. I'm going to go back to the camera here. And let's see what happens when we do a little pinch zoom here. I don't know, it's probably gonna black out. No, look, it hasn't. Ah, finally it blacked out. Okay, when I got the 5x. But now I'm at I got all the way up to, here's 1.9x. And we are getting a very good quality photo here. That little walkway for the construction there is just crystal clear. And if we go up a little higher to 3x, and we are at 3.1x now. It's going in and out. So the software obviously is struggling with it and trying to get that picture. And if I push the button at the right time here, I'm going to get a 3x picture. That's on video now. That's the wrong place. It needs to be on photo. Come on. Photo. Let's try that one more time. See if it goes. It's not going to come back. All right. And down a little bit to 1.9x. So anyway, outdoors here, we take the picture, bring it up, enlarge it. Looks pretty good. Very detailed. So anyway, bottom line is that somehow or other the tricks that the camera software and whatever hardware they have behind that 1x lens is sufficient to produce a pretty good enlargement outdoors and produce an extremely good enlargement indoors using 2x button or even pinch zooming. And the iPhone XR absolutely will not do this. And I have my 2x lens blocked here. So this video, the whole purpose of this video is to explain to people that the iPhone XR camera is not the same end-to-end as the camera, the standard camera in the iPhone 7 Plus or the iPhone XS Max. It's just not the same. And I found the XR, if I'm buying it for its camera, or at least that's an important consideration in the purchase, then I didn't consider it a good deal even if it's $400 cheaper. It's just not a good camera. So that's about as much as I can tell you, and any further investigation that anybody has, let me know. And trust me, you can do these tests yourself. Just take an XS Max or a 7 Plus or 8 Plus or whatever you have that has a dual camera and block that second lens, well, especially in the XS Max here, and you'll find out that they don't have to have that second camera down there to get really good enlargements. So here we go. Thank you very much.